Don't compare yourself with other people. Compare yourself with who you were yesterday. It is more difficult to rule yourself than to rule a city. If you don't stand your ground, then all that happens is people push you backwards. Don't be dependent. At all. Ever. Period. You should be better than you are. But it's not because you're worse than other people. It's because you're not everything you could be. A harmless man is not a good man. A good man is a very, very dangerous man who has it under voluntary control. You can't change other people, but you can change yourself. The thing you most need is always to be found where you least want to look. It's better to do something badly than to not do it at all. Remember that what you do not yet know is more important than what you already know. I don't tell people, you're okay the way that you are. That's not the right story. The right story is, you're way less than you could be. No one gets away with anything ever, so take responsibility for your own life. Don't be a slave to stupid rules. Can you imagine yourself in 10 years if, instead of avoiding the things you know you should do, you actually did them every single day? That's powerful. Imagine who you could be, and then aim single-mindedly at that. It's a good thing, not a selfish thing, to choose people who are good for you. Be grateful in spite of your suffering. The way that you make people resilient is by voluntarily exposing them to things that they are afraid of and that make them uncomfortable. Work as hard as you possibly can on at least one thing and see what happens. Don't avoid something frightening if it stands in your way. If you don't say what you think, then you kill your unborn self. When you have something to say, silence is a lie. The creative person is always open to new possibilities. Assume the person you are listening to knows something you don't. If you fulfill your obligations every day, you don't need to worry about the future. You're not supposed to be fighting dragons that aren't in your way.